All right, hello everybody. Welcome to another session, Resellers Challenge. So when we first started, we were doing setting up your account and first listing. Now we should get into like the gear you'll need to eBay, and it's actually pretty simple. So first of all, these are the box lights. I'm on Amazon, and these are the box lights that I use, and I get two because it eliminates the shadows in the picture. But these are really good. One is, if I can see here correctly, these are 800-watt white bulbs, and that white light really makes your clothing stand out. The downside is it'll also make imperfections stand out as well if you have a good camera. But anyways, if you do have imperfections on the items that you're selling, you should just chalk those up as bad luck and send those on back. But these box lights are very important. A lot of people go for these umbrella lights. They actually do not shine enough light. They don't make the difference in the picture. So I would definitely highly recommend these Amazon Choice $52 or no, not the 52. That one up top, the $57 one. The box light, very important. I must have gone through at least 6 of those umbrella lights trying to get the light. And really, you just need to step it up and get these soft, softbox photography lighting at 800 watts. They're killer. They really make the pictures look amazing. Not amazing, I mean, you're selling secondhand clothes, but they do enough to where when someone sees a picture, they say, hey, that's a pretty good looking shirt. So here we are going through this listing. And it's pretty good. 200 reviews, 4.5 stars or so. So that's not bad. These are the ones I have anyway. And here's the setup you could buy. I would not suggest buying this one, and I'll show you why here in a second. But you definitely need the background stand. So this, I was looking at it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. $12. Look at that. Actually, this isn't the sand. This is just the muslin backdrop. It's a screen. Now, I was looking here and I was like, oh, it's muslin. I think I'm saying it right. Muslin? Anyways, when I first started taking pictures of clothing for eBay, I got a muslin backdrop, which is fine. The problem is if there's a wrinkle in the backdrop, you can see it in the pictures, and it's very, very hard to keep a muslin backdrop looking great. Especially, I have I have 3 children, and they just tear up my workstation all the time. And kids will be kids. So I suggest not getting the muslin backdrop by 6x9. Instead, I would get a paper backdrop. And you might say, well, paper would be much more easy to rip and wrinkle and stuff like that. But the great thing is, if you see here, it's 100 by 7 inches, and then it's 12 yards long. So what does that mean? It means if a portion of the backdrop gets ruined, you just pull it down, slice it off, and then you have a brand new, perfect white background. And you can get different shades of colors. You can get you can get some that even look like a wall, which is what my wife uses for selling women's clothes. She has this like fake wooden, white painted wall background that looks good for the items that she's selling. So, box lighting and a good background, and of course the stand for the background. Or you could even go cheaper, which is what I do, and actually just tack it to the wall. So here we go. Yeah, this is it. Savage paper. Now, it is a bit more expensive, but I promise you, your pictures will look so much better than if you had a wrinkled muslin background. Unless you have a giant ironing table to make that muslin perfect. So yeah. You could even, if you don't mind editing your pictures by cropping, you could get the cheaper 53-inch across paper. But I would definitely spend the money on the $70 seamless background. It's like night and day compared to using a muslin. Alright, so you got the lighting, you have the background, now you need the clothing stand. So I gave it a whirl. I kind of knew that it wasn't going to show up on Amazon correctly. But you could use these if you wanted to. I don't know. You know, it's just not what I do. I wouldn't know how to use these correctly to take pictures of clothing. I don't think any of them are actually that good. Because what you need is the single stand that you can just hang up the shirt or pants on and take the pictures that you need. You can even go cheaper and just lay it out on the floor. But as I said, I got 3 kids running through my workstation while I take pictures, so it isn't going to work out. But this is, I believe, this is the bag stand. So this is what it looks like for clothing, but this is for handbags, so it's a very tiny little, tiny scaled single rack stand. I don't know if it's a rack or a stand. Adjustable display stand. Okay, so the single adjustable display stand. So I had searched Amazon before. It's not here. So if it's not on Amazon, you shoot on over to eBay. There we go. So as you'll see, it pops up immediately. It knows exactly what we're looking for and what we're trying to do. I think this is the exact one I have. $50, ships quickly. And there you go. You get some good wooden hangers. I didn't put that in this video. I probably should have. But good wooden hangers that look classy. Use a stand. You got the white paper background. You got the box lighting all set up. And then if you are, how should I say? I have my personal phone. But I would suggest getting a used older phone that has a decent camera. It does, you're not trying to take model pictures. You're just trying to get clean pictures that look awesome on eBay, which isn't that hard. So here I am setting up all the links, which I'll go through, and eventually I'll probably put this video out before doing some affiliate link, blah blah blah, to just point you in where these links are. So what was that? Box lights, background, clothing display stand, and then, as I was saying, I have my personal phone, but I would suggest getting a single eBay phone that you just leave at home. You don't have to open a line at Verizon for it. But like a used iPhone 6 has a pretty good camera that could easily do this. Very easy. But I didn't really like the prices, So a used iPhone 6, 16 gigabytes could cost you $180. I don't think anybody needs to throw down that type of money for taking photos for eBay. Then I thought of Samsung. My wife actually started with her Samsung Note 3. So you can get a used Samsung Note 3 with a pen, which would make listing very easy on eBay. So I would choose, if I were going to do it, I use my phone, my personal phone. I wish I had how should I say? I wish I had a dedicated line or a phone, dedicated device just for eBay. So I might even think about the Samsung Note at $100. Because then you can shoot the picture, you can easily list the item quickly. So yeah, these are the gear. This is my suggestions. If you don't have a phone, drop $100. Definitely get all the other gear.